Coming up, I throw my hat in the ring for the chromium dioxide contest. Get well soon, Castillo. I know you've felt better. Huh? Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Ground Zero Salem. Not the Ground Zero Salem you're accustomed to, because I moved to North Carolina. In case you didn't catch the last video where I talked about that, I decided to keep the name. I did a little poll in case you missed that, saying, what do you think? Should I rebrand because I no longer live in Salem, Massachusetts? Overwhelmingly, I think like 80% people were like, keep the name. We love the name. So who am I to argue with the people, the proletariat? Before I get into the contest, we're listening to Raw Power. This is Reptile House. It's from the late 90s. It's pretty good. Pretty good. There's some odd moments. There's some funky parts in this song that I wasn't really feeling, but for the most part, it's fast, blazing Italian hardcore with cool leads. Check them out if you are into stuff like that. So 5 records with Sleazy covers. That was part of the contest, as well as a Get Well Soon craft, be it, you know, a card or something like that for Castillo. And then a picture of the strip club closest to you geographically. Let's start with the covers here. So I just picked this up. As I've mentioned, I've been exploring more and more kind of traditional heavy metal stuff and new wave of British heavy metal. I saw this in my friend's distro and figured I'd pick it up. Bitch's Sin. First Temptation. As you can see, it's supposed to be like a scantily clad lady straddling a flying V. More looks to me like the girl school tribute band. Practice went a little awry. Somebody had too many White Claws. I don't know. It looks kind of awkward. But it's Sleazy, so there you go. The band is good. Kind of second tier or third maybe. No-album stuff. More the rockin' side of the new wave of British heavy metal, it sounds like. You know, kind of more like Saxon or the more rock and roll kind of Raven stuff. You know, not that it's totally my area of expertise. The BBC songs on this rock pretty hard. The demo, that's the first half of it's okay. Then, got some Vendetta here. German thrash on Noise, kind of overshadowed by a lot of the other stuff that was on the label from that scene, but very competent thrash. Got some Red Light District sleaze there. A little bit more, maybe a little bit more subtle than some other stuff that's been shown. I'm not sure. I haven't watched most of the entries. I didn't want to be influenced too much. I assume there's, you know, Exciter and Savage Grace and stuff like that. I thought I'd go for something a little bit more classy, you know, like anthropomorphic rats having sex. Great. I just picked this one up too, exploring the more obscure traditional heavy metal from around the globe. This is Black Version, Most Likely to Exceed. I can't get over that title. It's great. And this is great, you know, somewhat sloppy, kind of almost speed metal, American power metal kind of stuff. You got a stockinged leg there and a whip and some lashings, you know. I don't know if the leg belongs to Kathy Burke, the drummer, or not, but she is the drummer in the band. And it sounds like the vocals are kind of like this bellowing. It almost sounds like the haze from Celtic Frost and that only. Not the actual singing, just the hey. It sounds like the Hay from Celtic Frost started its own band, which is cool. Then an old favorite, and I feel like one of the more underrated bands that were on Nuclear War now, Villains. Never Abandon the Slut Train. That's right, don't slut shame. Never abandon the slut train. Cover and back are both pretty sleazy. I always liked their, I don't know who the artist was, but it's this kind of like weirdly crummy line art that looks like the Pink Panther cartoon or like something from the 70s, you know? But yeah, it's a good, you know, there's a butt and a skull. Then the back. I don't want to show that too quickly or I'll get banned or demonetized or somebody sent to my house, whatever. And then finally, more kind of S&M-y looking stuff here. Paralysis Permanente. Great, like, punk-leaning death rock band from Italy. Classic stuff, if you're in the know about that sort of thing. El Acto. Really, really good band. And as you can see on the cover here, you know, scantily clad, spiky, mulleted dominatrix just longingly looking at this sad guy who's too busy being goth to get it on. Still sleazy, though. There's her on the back. So those are the album covers. For my entry, I'm just going to edit this in. Hopefully I can do this properly with the voice being over it. I am not the most technically adept at this sort of thing, but if you can see right here, we have Castillo. He's in a hospital bed. As the backdrop for my diorama, we have our mascot here at Ground Zero Salem. I haven't named him yet. I'll call him Barry. His name's Barry. He's a Hessian lich, wishing Castillo get well soon. There's also some weird, I don't know, I made them with my kid. They're like weird monsters. We can say they're hallucinations or maybe just buddies wishing him well, whatever. What's that Danny Aiello quote from Jacob's Ladder? Demons tearing your life apart or angels saving you, something like that. I'm paraphrasing and butchering it. That's what's going on, you know. Get well soon, Castillo. And then coming up here, I thought this was really funny. I guess this place is rebranded. It had some legal issues with, like, ripping off their dancers. But the name of the closest strip club to me is just called Men's Club. There it is. Men's Club. I don't know if that's, like, some kind of CIA front or it's, like, aliens. Like, human strip club. I don't know. It's pretty funny. I guess it's called, like, Rick's Cabaret now or something. I'm going to go ahead and assume that's Rick from the Dreadful Minutes. Congratulations on your new financial endeavor, my friend. Yeah, that's it. Those are my entries. Enjoy. Chromie, have a good one. Hope you're doing okay. Castillo, get well soon, buddy.